Hi, welcome everybody. I'm so happy to be joined by Dr. Ashley Tucker and Amina Kazmi today for our Women of Optometry video interview. We'll start off by introducing MiSight One Day contact lenses as the first and only FDA-approved soft contact lenses proven to slow myopia progression in children aged 8 to 12 at the initiation of treatment. So my first question to Dr. Ashley is, how did you arrive at your current clinical specialties?
Okay, so what I think is pretty funny is I initially had no interest at all in pediatrics, but during my cornea and contact lens residency at UHCO, I gained a lot of experience with specialty contact lenses, and then of course myopia management is included in that. So then I joined my practice in 2011, and I expanded, which was what was a small myopia management clinic, to a pretty significantly sized one now. And then during that time, I began exploring all types of myopia management options. But when MiSight One Day became available, that was a true game changer for us in practice.
Awesome. And how about you, Dr. Amy?
Well, I was a myopic child myself, and I was only corrected with single vision glasses, and I progressed pretty rapidly. And I really didn't even know that myopia management was a thing until like my last few semesters in school. And my clinical rotations really showed me how big of a difference just early intervention and management can make. And so when I saw that happening in real life in front of me, it just kind of ignited this passion in me to just truly encourage this to any suitable patient that lands in my chair. And I know a big part of that is just patient education. So I am just committed to that. I dedicate a lot of my time in the exam room to that. And that's kind of just what's gotten me here. And it's also what's kind of helped my second passion of dry eye thrive as well.
Awesome. And I've heard that your practice is kind of 50% pediatrics. So having had so many conversations with so many parents and their children, what have you found to work or not work? And what would you like for parents to know about myopia management? And we'll start with Dr. Ashley.
Okay, sure. So when a parent, realizes that their child is as myopic as they are as an adult, or even a higher myope than they were at the exact same age, the conversation kind of changes to, well, should I do this, to when can we actually start? Parents are really motivated when that child reaches that kind of threshold. But what doesn't work is bombarding the parent with a lot of information at that initial visit. This is a really big deal for parents. It's a pretty significant financial commitment, so they need time to process that. So I definitely give them the information and then let them stew over it for a few days, and then we'll touch base after that.
Dr. Amy, what are some of your key takeaways from talking to parents?
Yeah, so I agree with what Dr. Tucker said as well. And one thing that I found that works really well in the exam room, especially for parents that are emetropic because they can't relate to what's going on, is just using plus-powered lenses in the exam room to demonstrate to them exactly what their child is experiencing. And then also with the addition of the MiSight One Day lens, they have an app that's really nifty. So it has this tool that kind of simulates myopia at varying degrees. So you can show parents what their child is experiencing and how it can progress and possibly get worse for them over time too. So usually once they've seen that firsthand, it really gets them really excited about at least learning more about what options are out there and then continuing the conversation into trying something.
And knowing that both of you are such awesome doctors, but it does take a village to care for these families, how has the team at Bel Air Family Eye Care come together to really drive the importance of myopia management? What do you think about that, Dr. Amy?
Yeah, sure. So like Dr. Ashley said, we have been offering myopia management in our practice for several years. And early on, we as a practitioner took on a lot of that role. So everywhere from having the discussion in the exam room as to why and how, to even going over pricing with the patient. And now as we've started offering it more and more, we've started to incorporate our staff more into the stream of how things are done. And the main way that we've done that is just by keeping them fully educated and up to date on our programs. So now we just, like I said, we mention it to every suitable patient that we have in the exam room. And we just kind of, as a team, tackle any questions that parents or the patient may have along the way, one step at a time.
And how about you, Dr. Ashley? What are your insights into how you guys work together?
Sure. So piggybacking on what Dr. Kazmi said, it's really important to make sure your staff is really well versed. So we have a pretty veteran staff, so a lot of our staff has been around quite a long time. So they know the verbiage, they know what to say to patients. But what's really helped them the most is providing them with updates on the new technology and products that we are offering to our patients. So novelty creates buzz, right? So that creates buzz with our team, and then ultimately creates buzz with our patients. But I do want to mention that how we keep our staff updated is centering quarterly or monthly meetings around myopia management. We do that as frequently as we can. And we also provide our front desk team with scripts that will help them answer questions, schedule patients, and triage patients accordingly.
Awesome. And I think that consistency is just so important. So it's really good to see all you guys working together.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. It goes a long way.
Thanks for sharing about your practice and how you guys tackle myopia management. You guys are so valued for doing that for all these children that need our help.
Thank you.